Hey there, I am Parthoshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So this is the next video in the playlist of attended and unattended automation. So the first video in this playlist was about explaining what is attended automation, what is unattended automation, along with the use cases. You can check that video in the playlist. So now this video is the first use case based on unattended automation. So let me give you a first quick overview of what we are going to say in this video. So in this video, we are going to automate a student database management. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to manage a student database. Okay. So I have an Excel file as my database. Now you can see over here, there are names and there are registration status. Now there is one more database where there is name, email ID and phone number. So what we are going to do in this video is we are going to check each of the student value in this particular database. Now if the value is present in this particular database, what we are going to do is we are going to update this registration status as registered. And if we don't find this name in this particular database, so suppose we can see over here Leela, Sita, Kita, Meena is not there over here. Okay, so let me add, there are some names I need to add. Lakshman. Okay, so if this name is present in this database, it is going to put the registration status as registered. If it is not present, it will just put as not registered. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to do this particular thing. Now let's go to our UI path. Okay, so what I'm doing first is I have, as you can see, in one Excel file only I have two different sheets. So I'm reading both that sheets. The first one you can see here is stored in student list data table, and the second one you can see is student data table. Now what we are going to do, we want to check each of this name. So for each row in this particular data table, we are using that. For each row in student list data table, assign the value of this particular cell. Assign this particular cell to our variable name, and that we have to look that particular name in the students data table. So this is the lookup data table activity which we are using of data table package. What we are doing is we are looking the value name in the data table student data dt and in the column name. As you can see over here, I have defined these three fields, and output we are taking the row index. So now here we are going to get the row index of this particular Rakesh value in this database. Now if it is found, so found is the value is going to be greater than -1. So if it is equals to -1, then the value is not found. Then what we are going to do is we are going to look up the same value in our this database Rakesh, since we need to update over here. And what we are going to type is not register. Now this increment needs to be done because it starts, the row index starts with 0. So now if this value is found and 0, there is no 0 over. So if I add +2, then these two. Now if Ramesh is found, it will add 2 to it. So it will get me to the 4th position. So that is how we are handling the not registered scenario. So it will look up the value. You can see over here, student list data table. First, we use the first lookup data table to check whether the value is present in this database. Now, if it is present, we are that value is definitely going to be present over here. So we are going to look that value, increment our row index, and set the registration status according to what is the condition. So here it is not registered. The similar case we are following over here, if you can say, if it is not equal to -1, means there is value registered. So again, we are looking the students list data table. We are looking the value name and the column name. We are getting the row index, incrementing it by 2 because it starts with 0. And we are writing in students data Excel file, students lists registered. So this is our workflow, and this is completely unattended. Like I will explain you why it is unattended after we run the workflow once. So let me close this file, save the changes, save. So now, as unattended, let me just give a one-line explanation of what is unattended automation. So unattended automation is basically where there is no human intervention involved. So if I run the workflow, there should not be any trigger or any input or any direction provided by me to the bot to complete its execution. Once I run it, it should complete the process and give me the complete output. So let me just run it and see. So I've kept the slow step on so we can see which particular activities are being performed. Okay, okay. The sheet does not exist. So I think there is some name, the name change maybe. Let's check that. Students database, and here I have students data. I think let me check that again. Okay, it's proper. Save. So I don't cut all this part because you can also understand like what mistakes we need to avoid. Okay, let's see if there are any other errors or not. Okay, so this is working fine. Name. So now you can see I am doing nothing. I just ran the workflow. It is automatically taking the element from that row and it is completely unattended. Now it is again going to the next row. You can see over here. So it is completing the process. We saw there are around 7 or 8 entries. Okay. So it is performing its execution. You can see now if the value was matched, it matched it as registered. If not, it will go in not registered. Okay, again we got one registered value. We will check that manually as well, but which is not required in real business use case scenario. So this is how you can use. So if there is where let me give you a proper business use case of this. So if there is a class or there is a college who wants to check whether the student's ID details are registered or not. So if they have the data in some similar kind of format, they can just easily use this workflow and get the complete output. So the workflow is completed. Let's open our Excel file. Okay, so let's see. Rakesh not registered. Okay, so now why it came as not registered? Because there was a space over here, and here if you see there is no space, so that is why it came like that way. Suresh registered. Okay, we can see Suresh, Leela, Geeta, Sita and Lakshman. So Suresh, Leela, Sita, Geeta and Lakshman are registered. Meena is not there, Ramesh is not there, Rakesh is there, but just because of the typo error we couldn't see the registered thing over here. So this is how you can see this was completely unattended. There was no input provided by me. It completely executed. It looked for the value. It matched. It marked it as registered. So I hope you were clearly able to understand a use case about unattended automation, which was about student database management. Let's do a quick recap of what we saw in this video. So in this video, we first started with reading our Excel files, which had two different sheets. One was student list and database, and we stored them in the different data tables. Now for each row in the student list, what we are doing is we are looking the same value in our students database. So if the value is found, we are going to mark it as registered. If not, then we are going to mark it as not registered. So how we are identifying from lookup data table using row index. So we are using lookup data table where we are providing the value. Then what we are doing is we are providing the column name where we need to search. So if the value is not equal to -1, means the value is found. But if it is equals to -1, the value is not found. So according to that, we have kept the if condition over here. And as you already saw, the output is here. This was completely unattended. Now, one more thing what can be done over here is we can just use a conditional formatting over here. So whatever is not registered, that particular part will be highlighted. So this was a complete use case about unattended automation. I hope it give you a clear understanding of what is unattended automation, what are the different workflows which are built in unattended automation use case. I will be posting also more videos on unattended automation use case as well as automation attended automation use case. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and press the bell icon to stay updated to all the new videos I upload. Thank you.